Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today on TIP International Radio. I'm your host, Leah Maston. We are showcasing prestigious top professionals from all industries all over the globe to share their experience and stories of success. We have a very special guest joining us today from Miami, who is the CEO of Amerifrance and Gestion Locative à Miami. She was just recently honored at the International Association of Top Professionals, IAOTP, Annual Awards Gala at the Bellagio Hotel for her selection as Woman of the Year for 2020. Everyone, please welcome Vanessa Deas. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon. I'm so glad to have the opportunity to speak today, especially with regards to the circumstances.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we're honored having you on the show today. So, Vanessa, you have become a seasoned and trusted expert in the wealth management and property management industry. Tell me, what first got you started in this industry? Was it always a field you were interested in?
Well, actually, it was several things that happened because after the 2008 crisis, you had so many people who invested here in Florida, especially French people. And what I understood from the very beginning, and that it was a lack of property management. Everyone was selling, but no one was managing.
Interesting.
So you had so many, French people who were, when I started my website, propertymanagement.com, and I had so many calls and so many emails, and I realized that you had all these people who were overseas and who were desperate to have someone managing their properties, especially, with language barrier and time differences. So it grew very, very, very fast. Very, very fast. Yeah, from the beginning. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right. Well, especially with speaking the different languages, that definitely.
Yeah, when you speak French, English, Spanish, Argentinian, Italian, like me, just only with French, English, and Spanish, the world is yours.
The world is your oyster. No kidding. I can see why you're so such a valuable asset to them as a property manager, especially when you can communicate.
Yeah, you can, and I have people from Canada. I have people, I have 25 nationalities,
wow.
25 countries from all around the world. So the only problem is time differences, and I insist on this. Time differences.
So this day and age, with so much going on in the world, we have to overcome some huge obstacles. I know you have many international clients all over the world. What has been your biggest obstacle and challenge that you've had to face, whether in your current position right now or prior to your position, in order to pursue your goals?
Well, with regards to the circumstances today, the biggest challenge, you have two. You have the fact that, and I'm not criticizing anyone, but most of overseas clients don't understand the catastrophe of the economic situation today. And they have a tendency to apply what's going on in Europe here in the United States, and thinking that everything's fine and everything is going to be better. And from my point of view, it's not the case. Second problem is, out of my 136 tenants, it started 1st of April, and most of them, I had to do case by case, every hour, in the hour, reducing the rent, or telling them, okay, let's see what's going on. You cannot do any evictions until further notice.
Right.
So it's like, income-wise, you can see that most of the people in this country don't have money. And it's when you manage 136 property that you can figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And I was telling my clients, if they're not able to pay the rent today, when the situation is over in November or December or I don't know. You cannot go knock at the door and say, okay, now you owe me 9 months rent.
Right.
Makes no sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to try to keep them and see what's going on. And I had these clients last week, and they took unemployed people. And they were like, it's unemployment, it's okay, they're going to have, the rent and aid from the government. And I said, no, you're taking the risk to have someone in your apartment who's not going to pay the rent from 1st of July, Yeah. So the most difficult part of the situation is the psychological aspect to try to have the clients understand the gravity of the situation. Yeah, it is a challenge. It's like, I don't know, I can understand, but it's like everyone wants to go with a solution. Everyone is listening to someone and listening to someone else. And here in Florida, it's difficult because we have so many counties. We have the mayor who's saying something. You have the Miami-Dade County who's saying something. Miami Beach County. So it's like everyone goes with its own solution and bottom line, no one has money, no one has a job, and you have to deal with it. And when I give $20 to a cleaner or a plumber, I'm happy to give them money because they don't have a job. They find out there to give them a job. So that's the situation here. Right. That's really what's going on.
Right.
So I would have never thought that I would be with a situation like this one. I had difficult ones, and now, last but not least, here in Florida, we have the hurricane season.
Just in time.
Just in time. So that's another problem to face for 6 more months. Right. People from South America. I'm having a meeting now, with people from South America who have all cash money. This one is from Saudi Arabia. So you still have people who are all cash in the South, So, but that's what I was telling one of my clients because he was picky on the contract, and I said, okay, listen, who has the cash money in the South today? No one, okay? Except me, but you have people who are investing money. So anyway, you have to keep positivity. It's not like you wake up every morning, it's like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. No, you have to keep positive.
Stay positive. Right. Vanessa, you have so much experience. What would be some advice you would give to someone starting out in wealth management or the property management industry?
Being honest. Very important, and when I started my company, it was very new because all the agencies who went bankrupt after that, they were cashing the client's money and not dispersing. And I said, no, I want my client's money on their account every month. Okay, and that was a big challenge because at the beginning, even the attorney said it's never going to work because how do you get paid or whatever, and you have this kind of trust, relationship, and you get paid, and today we have so many ways to go automatic payments for the HOAs or whatever. So it was really a challenge. But at the beginning, no one would believe that I could make it because it was such an archaic system, where you get and it was such a waste of time, because you have to cash and disburse when they could disburse, because most of them they didn't disburse. And so I could not, even me with my lack of technology, I could do like automatic payments for the rent, automatic payments for the HOA. You go online. Even for the companies or for the property taxes, it's Google autofill, so it saved me a lot of time. So you have to be honest. You have to be available 24/7.
That's a big commitment.
Yeah. you have to,
Yeah.
So, and that's look now, it's going to be a Memorial Day weekend, I never had a weekend, I never had a holiday. I work with time differences, and it's like, if you don't reply in 1 hour, they go like, "Oh, you dead or whatever?" I said, "No, I'm not dead. Okay, I'm just like sleeping or I'm eating something, Okay, so then, you have to be honest. You have to be available. You have to, always try to have your client, earn more money, or you have to defend your client's interest.
Yeah.
Everything can happen, I had some really big problems with undisclosed mortgage, or being in court for open permits or whatever. So most of the time there's no problem, but when there is a problem, well, you have to deal with it, and you're there for them, So and I'm lucky because my clients, they're like my family today. It's 10 years, but I've always been there for them, and they've always been there for me. So it's like a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of my, even they call me all day, but
they call me all day. Well, you're just so good at what you do. That's why you've gotten so many awards and recognition. Throughout your illustrious career, you have won numerous awards, honors, and featured in magazines worldwide. This past year, I've heard that you were honored at IAOTP's annual awards gala at the Bellagio Hotel for your selection as Woman of the Year. That is amazing in itself. And you were also featured on the famous Reuters building in Times Square, and were on the front cover of Tip magazine. This year, you will be inducted into IAOTP's Hall of Fame, and were selected as CEO of the Decade. Congratulations on all of your success. That is quite amazing. What would you say has been the highlight of your career, or the most memorable experience that you've had to date?
Well, all the awards were so important for me because I started in this country. I arrived with $500 and one luggage. Yeah. So for me to be, I was sleeping on the floor. I had no money, and I remember Times Square was for me the most. Everything is important, but right. Times Square was kind of an achievement, Yeah. I remember when my mom, because I come from a very poor family in France, and when I sent my mom, your video with my nomination, my mom, she was crying. She was like, "Oh my God, I raised you myself. We had no father, we had no money, and today my daughter is on Times Square." So
she must have felt so proud.
Yeah, I felt so proud, and my clients as well, because they saw me starting from nothing.
Right.
And when I started all my companies, and when I started American France, and they trusted me from the very beginning. And at the time, I was no one. Today, I'm someone. But all these people, they said, "Okay, we're going to go with Vanessa, and she's honest." So, but it's a long way. It's still incredible. I remember, the first email that I got, I thought it was a joke, I said, "Okay, what's going on?"
Is this the right email? No.
Yeah. So, and to find, I always tell myself, I'm no one compared to all these prestigious people from IAOTP. I feel like I'm really no one. And I'm like, when I get old, I will have the chance to tell myself, I met all these people, these very brave people, and this has no price, because no one gets the chance to meet with all these prestigious people from all around the globe, the best professionals from all around the globe.
Right. When not working, I know you have some hobbies. What do you like to do for fun?
Actually, when I don't work, I have a passion, which is, National Geographic, Historia, all the programs about history, and this is what I do because with all these time differences, I take a break for lunch. And at night, I don't listen. Well, I still pick up the phone, but I don't look at the emails.
Yeah.
And I look at the National Geographic and look at all this, history. So I look in French, I look in English, I look in Portuguese. I compare all the versions.
Oh, interesting.
And and it gives you a break. Sometimes you have to disconnect from work.
Exactly.
And it's like in the morning, I just look at the WhatsApps and text messages, but before I look at the emails, I listen to classical music because I'm a pianist, So listening to classical music before starting your day, it's great. So I'm passionate with classical music. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. When looking back, what would you say you contribute your success to?
Well, working a lot, answering the phone all the time, being honest, and when you have a problem, dealing with problems, not to say, okay, I can't, you have to say, I will.
Right.
And most of the catastrophic situations that I had to deal with in this profession, most of the time, I was talking to my clients and I was like, no worry, it's going to be fine. But most of the time, I didn't know how I would fix the problem.
Right.
So it's like, what's the problem? 3 years ago when I broke my elbow, remember? And I was all paralyzed and I had a very good therapist. And he told me, what's the problem? Okay, well, the problem, you're thirsty and you drink a glass of water and you resolve it.
Yeah.
In my case, it was millions and millions and millions of dollars. So, and it was the savings of most people's life. But so you have to be positive and it's like in this situation, people on the phone, you sit there. They're not happy, they think everything. So it's not like, you're going to say, oh, wow, she's not in a good mood. You just say, okay, I'm going to call her back and I'm going to say, okay, it's fine. So you have to be positive, very, very positive. I guess that's the beauty about my job. It's, you have all these people and they're wonderful people. And today I have their children. So today they're grown up, and it's my company is a big family, that's great. So you have to treat people like human people and not like numbers.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Vanessa. We are so very honored to have you as a guest.
I'm so honored too. It's great, it's especially with regards to the circumstances. So, thank you very much for having me, and I hope to see you at the gala in December.
Oh yes, that would be just most wonderful.
Yeah, that would be super wonderful.
And please, for more information on Vanessa, you can visit www.IAOTP.com's website.